Have you ever noticed those people who plan everything, even the things that are supposed to be relaxing? Vacations, weekends, hangouts, even doing nothing, all mapped out like a military operation. Here's the psychology behind that. First, these people don't plan because they're controlling. They plan because uncertainty stresses their brain. When something isn't predictable, the mind treats it as a possible threat. So planning becomes a coping mechanism, a way to turn chaos into something that feels safe. This isn't weakness. It's emotional self-protection. Their brain calms down when the future is structured. Second, they get dopamine from preparation, not from the experience itself. This is called anticipatory reward. Some minds feel more excitement imagining what's about to happen than actually doing it. That's why they plan the hotel, the restaurants, the schedule, because the preparation gives them a sense of achievement long before the event even starts. Third, they grew up in environments where things were unpredictable. Maybe their household was strict, or maybe it was chaotic. Either way, they learned one thing early: stay prepared or you fall behind. So now, as adults, they still carry that invisible rule, even on vacations. It's not about being bossy. It's about avoiding the discomfort of not knowing what comes next. Fourth, planning gives them a sense of identity. For some people, organization isn't just a habit, it's who they are. Being the responsible one, or the person who handles everything, becomes part of their personality. When they don't plan, they feel unanchored, like they're not themselves. This is linked to something called self-concept stability. Your mind prefers the behaviors that make you feel consistent. And finally, planners fear wasted time more than anything, not because they're obsessed with productivity, but because unstructured time triggers guilt. They feel they should always be doing something meaningful, useful, or purposeful. Even rest must be optimized. Even joy must follow a schedule. It's a quiet form of performance pressure they rarely admit. And vacations become just another thing they need to do correctly. So what does all this mean? People who plan everything aren't trying to ruin the moment. They're trying to protect their peace. Their structure isn't about control. It's about stability. And under all that planning, there's usually someone who just wants to feel safe, prepared, and emotionally steady in a world that constantly changes. If this sounded like you or someone you know, remember this: planning is a strength, not a flaw. Just make sure your routines serve you, not trap you. For more psychology breakdowns like this, subscribe and stick around.